All right, we're here with another Doki Doki Literature Club Plus today with my friend Rex. What's up, Rex? Yo. So he's not playing the game, but he's playing some other weird other game. I don't know, Plants vs Zombies on PlayStation, which I didn't know that was on PlayStation, but okay. I believe I'm gonna play side stories today, so I'm gonna get right into that. Gotta get in with Sayori and Yuri. They might be weird. I don't know. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Bro, I can relate. Can you relate to that? Like, what? Bro, okay, like, this game's fucked up. If you play, like, the actual, like, where the creepy stuff happens, when after Sayori dies, bro, you can see one of the posters in the background of her hanging. Yeah, that's a little excessive. Sayori continues to wrestle with their self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the door. She was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door of the club room is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? Which club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks in the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's have a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer and then go around the billboards and replace the old ones with new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. While at Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up as the stinted conversation. How the heck did Sayori do it? Ah, sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the files. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny, I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interest as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it, huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing her into it. Yuri falls silent again as she started I thought, but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you could tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it in this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining the club, hopefully anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone could be happy with. Not just only some people, of course. I need to be looking out for everyone, otherwise what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Pregnante. You've ever seen that one woman? She is pregnante. To a pragmatic one was a good choice. I've never heard pragmatic as a word. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about arbitrary topic? I could talk for hours about the things I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So if it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. She what? Hold on, you're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interest, then just tell me. I can accept it, that move on. Okay. What do you mean she's taking pity on you? What the fuck? Sayori is too nice to me. Bro, what? There's no such thing as too nice, bro. Come on. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I push her onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stop short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fist clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? Okay, why don't you fucking be a friend then, Yuri? Come on, bro. I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. That's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri... Huh? I don't know. Pardon? Oh, apparently. You're playing that weird game, bro. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exaggerating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Saori wants to be your friend, I promise that. Excuse me. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Saori, she has her own needs too, but good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You must have to have good communication and talk about it. Bro, it's weird how the girl that killed everybody is giving this advice. Talk about friends. She murdered everybody. Look at those green eyes staring back into my soul. Bro, this game's creepy. Aw, Rex, you poor guy. Hello? You have... Oh, you just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... It's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club member, right? You're just helping the club. You're helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So thank you. Anytime. Monika smiles at Saori. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. I mean, Yuri and Monika finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did all the work, while Yuri followed along, but as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never gonna feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to go get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that this one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home, I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for the tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up the water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monika waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the classroom door. So I'm curious what's gonna happen. Yuri! Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Saori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Saori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. And look! Saori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautiful, produced with indentions, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were going to get disappointed in me, so I've been really trying hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Saori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that it would be something I thought that if we do something together that would really make... I don't want your pity. Yuri, come on. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees, her voice quakes. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori of the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here, before Monika sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monika what she did. Before Yuri can put any strength in her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Aww. Okay, this is just cute. Yuri shouldn't have said that. I should have been like, you're just... I don't know. I would have been like, I'm just kind of like, I feel weird because you're putting in too much work for me. And I feel bad that I'm not giving in enough, which I can understand those thoughts. But like, just the way she said it was kind of rude. And like, you know, kind of died down the situation. But I guess since Sayori's such a forgiving person, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we all make mistakes, so I guess Yuri isn't really that bad. But dang, this is really adorable. It's okay. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest, or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? It is really hard to be forgiving in the way that Sayori is. Very hard. It's hard, like, after someone tells me that, something like that, I would feel some sort of offense to it, and I would probably start fighting with that person. But she did probably the exact opposite thing that I would do, which is a very good thing. And in some cases, I have done what she has done, and in some cases, I have not. It's really hard to understand other people's feelings, because usually you're wrapped too much into your own. Oh, hello there, bro. Bro, they're hugging each other, bro. It's so fucking adorable. Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I get so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interest. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of the other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. Damn, this got deep, bro. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you need to do. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I wouldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me, but I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't need to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own ways, you know, worrying so much about people's feelings. Oh, fuck. Alright, there, I'm back. I accidentally unplugged my headset. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know, worrying so much about other people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. What, Rix? But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Life, like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I could say that, but I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people, but if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Alright, this is too adorable. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's why I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though. So we'll just see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you did not. I mean, I suppose it's kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monika's back. I haven't seen you like that at all recently. Okay. Yuri, I wouldn't have said that, first of all. I mean, like, it's a hug, bro. I mean, I guess, yeah, that would make people a little bit jittery. Yeah. I don't know. I've said something similar to Yuri. I'm like, bro, you... Actually, no one's really ever hugged me, though. Like, randomly. Sayori trots over to Monika. Ah. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monika. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sora can be kind of a hug monster. Ah. Hey, don't call me a hug monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them and smiles. Well, I'm glad you two have been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity at the literature club. Ah, about that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interest. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Because she probably likes it as well. Oh, different. Alright, so this is that's it for the game. I'm gonna go through these real quick. I'm assuming we got little Sayori. Sayori cute, you can do it. Wake up early, you are loved, we're in this together, get organized, you are in my sunshine. Homework, math thing. Study for quiz, pack snacks, just bunches of I believe in you. Trust yourself, good job. Shopping list. I want breakfast. Don't forget. Monica. Wait, what's that? Ask Monica about this. Hold up. Don't forget, ask Monica about this. Does that mean something? Don't forget to ask Monica about this. It's kind of pointing up to a snail. That might be a clue to something. Maybe. I don't know. What else do we get? We got probably something else. We got another poem, probably. No, we didn't get any... Oh, we got that little cute scene. Oh, that's so adorable. Anything new? I don't think so. That's the one, Nasuki. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. New music. Music. Hug energy. So it was kind of weird how they put Sayori and Monica the furthest apart. I still love you. Just Monica. Hello, Monica. That's the most horrifying play track ever. A Sayonara. That's the most saddest play track, probably. Alright, that's it. That's all we got. I have to call it that for a day. See you guys out, and I'm out.